Hello, AMS families. This is Miss Lindy, the primary teacher, one of the primary teachers in the Lupin classroom. This morning I shared our journal prompt, my favorite thing to do in spring, and the picture story paper that most of us use in the classrooms. And then it dawned on me that if you're like me, you probably took one look at this banded paper and were like, nope, I don't know how to use that. So I just wanted to give a quick lesson on how to properly use this paper, and then some little hints about how, like, kind of by age to fill out these picture stories with your children. So this is different than the typical 3-line paper that we grew up with the dots in the middle. But honestly, it makes more sense once you know how to use it. So the blue in the middle is like the meat of the letters. And then it's essentially like a 3-band, top, middle, bottom. So the meat of the letter goes in the middle, right? So like your O's, your A's, that's like the heart of the letter. And then your tall man is what I call the taller letters, like F, T, D, B. The line just goes up. So like an uppercase up there. And then your diggers go down to the next line. You can only see that line very lightly. So I do picture stories in my class pretty much every Monday. We do what's called a personal narrative about their weekend. My students write about on my weekend, and they have to make a sentence at first. This builds. So when I start this with, I don't usually start it with the 3-year-olds until they start to show an interest in writing or are capable of holding the pencil properly. But with the 3-year-olds, I want them to just make a sentence, and I'm going to dictate. So the prompt I gave today, my favorite thing to do in the spring is, so you can ask, what's your favorite thing to do in the spring? Make a sentence. And so you want the child to think about, springtime, outside, what do I want? What do I do? So they're going to you want them to answer in a full sentence using the prompt. My favorite thing to do in the spring is put on my rain boots and splash in the puddles. Great. So you dictate that. You write that down for them, modeling everything top to bottom with the letter writing, 2-finger space in between the words. I ran out of room on this line. I'm going to drop to the next line and sweep to the left. 2-finger space after each word, this kind of thing. And then they can, even if they're just scribbling over the words, it's fine. They don't need to trace it perfectly. And then with the 3-year-olds and even the real young 4-year-olds, I want them to draw the picture that matches with the story. I remember somewhere in my trainings over the years, I think a literacy class, the teacher suggested with boys, have them draw the picture first and then write a sentence about the picture. And with girls, have them write the words first and then draw a picture about the words. I cannot remember the science or the logic behind that, so I can't back that up, but I do use that strategy a lot in my classroom, and it works. So with the 4-year-old, you might write the prompt and then have them write some of the words themselves, the words that they can. They're more focused on tracing the words properly, period at the end, and drawing the picture. And then with the 5-year-olds who are readers and pretty active writers, inventive spelling is like the greatest thing. I know in my class, they probably see a lot of those coming home where they're writing about their weekend and the words are spelled phonetically, and they're capable of writing on them by themselves and doing the 2-finger space. Some of them still need a highlight for certain words or certain letters. It's fine. Anyways, I hope this is helpful for all of you who took a look at this and were like, nope. I did send this tablet out so you guys can print it and make a journal, or you can use just regular paper. It's totally fine. But I hope this is helpful and you'll enjoy. Have a good one.